Hey guys, alrighty. So we had FOMOC today, was not quite the reaction I expected. I really expected, and it was setting up on the daily too, but I was expecting that we were going to get a hawkish Fed. I kind of thought they were going to call the markets bluff, that they were going to more or less say, we're not going to get the cuts that the market was pricing in, but I was definitely wrong. Jay Powell came out, Fed came out. They said we are actually going to price in another rate cut compared to what they were already pricing in. So as of right now, the Fed themselves is pricing in about 75 basis points of cuts. Now, they don't obviously have a timeline. They didn't say when they expect that to happen. Incredibly, the market is now pricing in an additional cut, which not surprising, they always do that. And they repriced in expecting a March rate cut. So as of right now, the Fed expects about 450 to 475 for their rate, their end of year rate for 2024. Markets is looking more like 375 to 4. So right now we are on a path to all-time highs, and I just honestly don't see a path where we don't go there. This market is just is just resilient, and it just wants to keep going. So we'll see if that happens. Right now, SPY is $9.58 from its all-time high, and the Qs is only $4.97 from its all-time high. The Dow actually hit all-time highs today. So basically, my last level I have on SPY is 472.02. Now, it's possible we could get a massive double top and drop back down. You see this basically just rally. I mean, going all the way back to October 27th when we had our low. I mean, this was just an incredible rally. So basically, from low to high, we are looking at 15% in 47 days. That's not just trading days, that includes weekends. So it's probably more like 30-ish days. So that's just an incredible move up. Absolutely incredible. So going forward, though, if we get a retrace, 454 to 454.7 is obviously strong support, but I would not expect 461.54 to 459.16 support to break. Going over to ES here, same thing, massive breakout. Because of the contract roll, are over all my levels. So all I have right now is support at 46.67 and 47.20. Going over to the Qs here, same thing. We broke out. We are through 401.86. So I really don't have any upside levels here on the Qs. My next target really is just all-time highs. So, we're really close. We're definitely within a day shot of that. So we'll see if markets can just kind of push for that all-time highs, or same thing. If we're going to get a huge gap down tomorrow, we'll have to just kind of see how markets digest this overnight. Going over to NQ, same thing, massive breakout. We actually turned today 16,592 into support. Big old breakout here. Going over to the VIX, we did basically come just shy of the 52-week low at 11.82 today, 1 penny short of that. We actually did get a new demand right down here at 12.06 today. So the VIX, as you can see, much like SPY, is in a really clear downtrend. So, it's supporting that there is further downside. This actually looks like a nice little bear flag that is breaking to the downside. Now, with that being said, though, we did put a new demand in here that could bring a little bit of upside, but I mean, realistically here, though, now that the Fed just essentially confirmed that we're just going to keep going up, we got to think, what really is there for markets to be bearish about right now? I mean, there's nothing realistically until CPI. Now, again, we could just get a general correction that is probably much needed after, basically 6 straight weeks of rallying 15%. But really, for the most part here, I mean, I don't see a reason for markets to drop. We are at 5 green days in a row, so just a simple relief day is very possible. And I think, honestly, going over to futures here, if we can come back down and back test some of this support, and same thing on SPY here, back test this 8 EMA, kind of, trying to think maybe something like this here, that could be another big shot to the upside. Looking at buyers and whatnot, we certainly have the support for a push to the upside, but it's very, very choppy. And I'm very curious to see what markets are going to do tomorrow, if they can continue this rally or not.